Hey guys, what's up? My name is Miss Anderson, and today we're going to learn about sorting data in a spreadsheet. To just be more familiar with me, I'm from Jamaica, sunny Jamaica, and I love being in Uzbekistan. It's wonderful. So now that we've gotten past that, let's go into learning how to sort data in a spreadsheet. So you might have already learned what a spreadsheet is, and you've inputted some data into a spreadsheet. Today, we're just going to understand what sorting is. What does it mean to sort? Okay, so sorting data in a spreadsheet allows you to be able to reorder the data in a way that you can find it very easily. So your spreadsheet may contain rows and hundreds of thousands of rows and columns of data. But how do you put that data in such a way that you can find what you want when you want it? We can do that by sorting. Let's look at how this is done. Now, sorting is where you list the information in a spreadsheet based on in a specific order. For the most part, sorting in an Excel spreadsheet is normally done alphabetically, in alphabetical order, and it normally goes in ascending order or descending order. Now, if you look at the example here, we have some items being sorted based on how they would appear in the alphabet. And then we have here, again, how ascending means to go up and descending means to go down. Let's go further. Now, let's look at how we would do that practically. And don't worry, we're just going to go through the steps now. I'm actually going to take you step by step where I have this actual spreadsheet and we're going to sort it together. So the first step in sorting a spreadsheet is you must first highlight the text in the spreadsheet that you want to sort. Okay? Now, there are three basic steps. Believe me, it's very simple. The first thing is to highlight the data in the spreadsheet that you want to sort. Go to Data tab, choose Sort, and voila, your data will be sorted based on how you choose for it to be sorted. Okay. Now, as I said before, two steps. You select, and then you choose what you want to sort and in what order you want to sort it. Now, sorting can be done in ascending or descending order. Now, if you guys can also remember, data in a spreadsheet includes text and numbers. Now, text is sorted alphabetically, and numbers is sorted based on how you count. So you guys would say ikte, bitte. In English, we say 1, 2. Okay? So if it's text data is sorted based on the alphabet. And numeric values are sorted based on their numeric counting. Counting from the smallest to the largest, or counting from the largest to the smallest. All right? Now, we can sort data on a single level, or we can sort data on multiple levels. So if I have a class of students, both boys and girls, and I say, all the boys stand, it's much easier for me to say at that point, I have 5 boys and 6 girls. If I say, okay, everybody sit down, and if I say, all the girls stand and all the boys sit, it's easy for me to identify the girls versus the boys. If I say, all the students who wear glasses stand, then it's easier for me to be able to identify how many students wear glasses. Good? However, if I say all the boys who wear glasses, now I have multiple criteria. So when you sort data, it is all dependent on what it is exactly that you want to find. What results do you want? Now, when you sort data in a spreadsheet, it doesn't go anywhere. It's all there. It's only that it is now in a specific order. It's all there, just in a different order than it was before. So now that we have gotten past that, let's look at how we would do this in practicality. Okay? Now here we have a sample spreadsheet. We have some data. We have some persons' names. Let's assume these are all the persons who came to an Olympiad in Uzbekistan. These are the countries that are going to be represented. Don't mind the names, the ages, those are some fictitious ages, all right? Good. Now, let's say we wanted to sort this data so that we have the names appearing, or the first names appearing in alphabetical order. Good? The first thing that we do is we select the data, all of the data in our spreadsheet. That's our first step. Next step is to go to the Data tab. Following? After that, on our Data tab, we look for the Sort button. Now here, do you remember from the PowerPoint where we saw this image? Good. Here is where we select what we want to sort by and also what order we want it to sort in. And remember, we have two orders, ascending and descending. Good? So let's try both. Now I want to sort my spreadsheet based on first name, so I choose first name, and then in the order, I'm going to choose A to Z. A to Z means ascending. A to Z, ascending. Z to A, descending. So let's see what our output will be when we sort this spreadsheet based on first name. So we choose our sort by and the order we want to sort in, and then we click OK. Now, do you realize that all the first names are in alphabetical order from A to Z? Good. Now, keep your eye on this spreadsheet. Let's see if we sorted the spreadsheet in descending order, what the output or the result will be. What's the first thing that we do? Who can remind me? Very good. We go to the Data tab. What's the next step? Very good. We select the data in our spreadsheet. What's the next step? Very good. We go to the Sort button. Very good. Now, what are we sorting by this time? Very good. The first name again. So we choose first name. But this time, we're sorting Z to A in descending order. So we're now going to choose Sort Z to A. And then we click OK. Voila. Now, the information in our spreadsheet is now sorted in descending order by first name. So our first name will be the V, and our last name will be the D. We can sort also based on values. So let's say we want the data to be sorted on the persons from the eldest person to the youngest person. Let's see who can do this one. What's the first step? Good. We choose the Data tab. What's the next step? Very good. Select the data in the spreadsheet. What's our next step? We click the Sort button. But this time, what are we sorting by? Very good. The person's age, not their name this time, their age. And do we want to be sorting from the oldest to the youngest or the youngest to the oldest? Let's try the oldest to the youngest first. So we choose largest to smallest. Then we choose OK. Now, it's easy to identify that the person who represented Uzbekistan was the oldest of all the persons who entered the competition. And the youngest person, Gaston Brom, who is a male, he represents the United States. Okay? Good. Now let's see, we have here gender. We have a whole lot of females and a couple of males. Females were dominating this time around. Okay? Now let's sort this time based on the person's gender, whether we want all the males together or the females together. So you must know these steps by now. First thing, choose the Data tab. Then select our data. Then go to the Sort button. Then we choose gender. And we want the gender to be males first and then females. So we're going Z to A because F appears before M. Good? So we go Z to A. Okay. So we know that in our competition we had two males. That's their name. One represented France, one represented the United States. That's their ages, and that's the date that they came into Uzbekistan. Well, they came on the same date. Good, right? But what if we want, within the list of females and within the list of males, we want to subsort? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 females. But what if we want, within the females, we want all their ages to be listed from the youngest to the oldest? We can do that. So now we have 2 criteria. We want all the females together, and we want them to be sorted based on their age from the youngest to the oldest. So now we need a multi-level sort. Let's do that together. First step, Data tab. Second step, select the data in the spreadsheet. Third step, sort. Now this time, we're sorting based on 2 things. We first want all the females together, or the genders together, and within the genders, we want to know who was the youngest to the eldest. So we're going to sort first by gender, and then we're going to add another level to say, okay, we want to sort based on 2 levels. So we want to sort by gender first, then within that, we're going to sort by age. So we want all the females first, so we're going to change the gender sort, A to Z, and then within the age, we want them to be listed from the smallest to the largest. Let's see what that result is. So here, we have all the females together, and within the females, we have them listed based on their ages, from the youngest to the eldest. Same thing with the males. They were listed based on the youngest to the older of the 2. Okay? So let's just recap. 1, let's see what are the steps that we need to do to sort some data. What's the first thing? 1, we choose the Data tab. 2, we select the data that we want to sort. Step 3, on the Data tab, we choose Sort. Step 4, we choose what we want to sort by and the order in which we want to sort. And when we say order, we mean ascending or descending order. So now we know that we can refine data in a spreadsheet, or sort data in a spreadsheet, or clarify data in a spreadsheet by sorting the data based on a given criteria. Thank you, guys, and see you at our next lesson.